I just caught you during your finest hour. The time when you have the most energy, when you're the most motivated, and when you feel like the future is in your hands. Or at least that's what it's supposed to feel like late at night. Because there's an actual biological clock inside teenagers that tells you to stay up later. Even though most people think that it's bad to stay up late, it's actually one of the best things you can do as a teenager. But why? For some reason, nobody even thinks to ask why teenagers stay up late anyways. And so we're forced to go to school super early and just destroy our sleep. But we know better. We know that if nature programmed us to stay up later, then there must be a reason why. I've read books about it and found the answer. Staying up late is the most effective way for a teenager to create independence and build the skill of being the master of their own fate. Think about it. All our lives we're told what to do by the grown-ups, and we rarely did things for ourselves, so it was basically up to the grown-ups to decide our fate for us. But when we become teenagers, we start staying up later than the adults. That's when we're able to start experimenting and doing things for ourselves without other people influencing us. And that's when we take control of our own development and start running our own show. But the issue is that most people don't even realize this freedom and end up wasting their nights working on things they're told to do, like homework or just watching TV. They never do things for themselves, and they never take control of their own development. About 5 years ago, I was in the same exact situation. I just played video games and watched TV all night, but I intuitively knew that the night was prime time for me to do things that I was too scared to do during the day. I wanted to start working out, but for some reason, I was so scared of other people finding out. So I started a simple nighttime routine with a workout in my room after everyone else was asleep. Over time, I gained enough confidence and I wasn't scared anymore. That's when I realized that the late nights are for teenagers to build their own character. It wasn't just about not being scared anymore. It was about developing the skill to be able to do that same process with any other skill or habit I wanted to do in the future. But if we never learn that overarching skill, then we end up being a slave to our habits. Unfortunately, this is the reality for the majority of people. There were actual studies done on this topic, quoting huge percentages of the population. But you're not gonna be a statistic because you're watching these videos and you're running your own show. So before you go off and do your thing, think of that one friend who you know is still awake right now and send them this video. You could even set up a daily FaceTime call in the middle of the night and you'll go a lot further. Okay, good night.